New York City. Jake is 22, staring at his phone, holding his entire life savings, exactly $10,000. That balance represents years of labor, grinding through unpaid internships, weekend side hustles, and late-night freelance gigs. The next choice he makes with this specific pile of cash will chart the entire course of his financial future. Rather than guessing, he decides to act as an observer, tracking the financial paths of his two friends, Mike and Sarah. Jake focuses on one central question: which specific architecture of wealth building is robust enough to trust for the next 40 years? The parameters of this test are strictly isolated. Mike and Sarah are the exact same age, starting from the exact same baseline, with an identical $10,000. Mike walks into a bank and asks for absolute safety. He places his money into a standard fixed return product to avoid any market risk. Sarah takes an offensive route. She splits her $10,000 across mutual funds and stocks, focusing purely on long-term wealth generation. She makes one critical commitment that separates her from Mike. Every single dollar her portfolio earns is automatically reinvested right back into the system. Skeptical, Mike believes his defensive posture guarantees a secure future. But we have to ask, does avoiding risk actually protect his money or quietly sabotage his long-term potential? 5 years pass. The three friends meet for coffee in the same city to compare their progress. Mike checks his account. His safe strategy yielded steady growth, bringing his balance to roughly $14,000. Then Sarah opens her app. Her portfolio has already broken past $21,000. To understand how a $7,000 gap formed so quickly, we have to pause and look at the underlying math. This chart shows Mike's system: simple growth. The original capital earns a flat return each cycle, but the money works alone, never growing the base. Sarah uses compound growth. Here, the initial returns are immediately absorbed back into her principal capital, increasing its total volume. Because her capital base is now larger, it generates inherently larger returns the following year, creating a self-feeding loop that accelerates over time. Sarah achieved this without chasing quick gains. She simply utilized a system where her money actively built a self-replicating team. Jump forward another 15 years. While their careers and responsibilities evolved, both original investments were left completely untouched. Mike's final sum sits at about $35,000. He never lost a dime, but his defensive posture prevented any meaningful expansion. The true power of an exponential curve is heavily weighted toward the end of the timeline, where the gains begin to multiply rapidly. Sarah's final portfolio balance crosses $96,000. She achieved nearly triple Mike's wealth from the exact same starting line without ever adding a single dollar of additional capital. Time, acting on a superior mathematical system, created this massive disparity without any change in intelligence, income, or market timing. Jake spends the rest of his life observing that building real wealth is entirely detached from chasing rapid, high-risk payouts. The final total is determined by how your money is programmed to behave when left alone. Stop asking how to make money fast and start asking how to let money grow without you. Simple interest pays you a reliable wage over time, but the true power of compound interest completely changes your life.